January marked my first year on YouTube, and I just wanted to take a little bit of time to share my story, maybe reminisce a little bit, but I also wanted to discuss my plans for this channel moving forward, as well as detail a little bit about what it's been like making videos on YouTube. To share maybe a little bit of the behind the scenes, like for instance, what it takes to be monetized, as well as what YouTube has paid me so far. So hi, my name is Angie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you are new here. I'm a mom to 4. I love to homeschool, I love to read good books, and I love to share both of those things on this channel. And if you also love those things, please consider subscribing. So I do realize this is a bit of a different video than I usually make on my channel, but I have been seeing this type of a video pop up all over YouTube, and I've been really enjoying watching them. I mean, honestly, I might be just a little bit nosy, but I also think it could be helpful for those of you who might be considering starting a YouTube channel to have a little information about like my journey and the fact that I'm still a very small YouTube channel and what the process has been like. So maybe this will be interesting to some of you. Okay, so a little backstory. I started my channel in January of 2020 before we knew what 2020 was going to become. It was kind of a New Year's resolution. I had been loving watching both BookTube as well as all the homeschool mom channels, and I've just been loving them both, and I really wanted to start making videos and maybe contribute a little bit. Early in the year, so I'd say like the first quarter, so January to March, I was very small, not very many views. I mostly made book content, but it was a really fun season because I feel like I got to know a lot of booktubers and just share my love of books and kind of get my feet wet with making videos. And then come like, I guess second quarter, I guess we'll do quarters. So April to June, my channel started to pick up, and I think I hit about 500 subscribers. There's a couple big reasons why that happened. The first is I made my most popular video on this channel so far. And it was a video where I compared 3 different popular homeschool math curriculums and kind of priced it out for people and gave my opinions. And so that is still to date my most viewed video. Additionally, in June, I shared my 2020-2021 homeschool curriculum, which definitely spiked my channel. And so this was about the time I started to realize that I probably had more subscribers that were interested in my homeschool content versus my book content. Okay, so then moving on to the third quarter, so July to September. During that time, so I think it was August, I hit 1,000 subscribers. And then I had to wait about, I think it was around 3 weeks before my channel reached 4,000 watch hours, which is basically the metrics for monetization. So anybody who gets paid on YouTube has to hit the minimum threshold of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. I hit both of those things at roughly the same time in August, and then I applied for monetization, which was a little intimidating at first. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't really expect my channel to hit monetization ever. So it happened in August, and I was really thrilled, and it took a couple days. It didn't take very long for me to wait for them to approve my channel. So I think it was September, maybe 12th or something like that, when I was officially approved and started receiving AdSense money from YouTube, basically. And around this time, I also ran a poll on my channel just to double check what everybody was interested in. And I am still always trying to check this because I want to make sure I make videos that you all want to see. But it came back that there was about a 2-to-1 interest. So in other words, there were 2 people for homeschooling versus every 1 person for book content. And in my opinion, the 2 overlap quite a bit. There are a lot of homeschoolers who are interested in reading books and often read a lot of books to their kids. So I feel like that was a really good intersection of the 2 interests, but I was heavier on the homeschool. So I decided to shift my video content to about 2 videos for homeschooling to every 1 video of books. And that's about where I'm at. There's been some times since then that have changed, but that's usually what I'm shooting for. Okay, as for the end of the year, I hit about 2,000 subscribers around October. And then I kind of had a big lull in my channel only because we were moving, and it's hard to move 4 young kids, a whole house, and homeschool and still keep up with YouTube. I think I did about 1 video a week, which I was pretty proud of myself for, but it kind of took a lull, which was totally fine. I expected that, and I wasn't upset or anything. So as of currently 2021, I'm around, I think, 2,800 subscribers, which honestly is way more than I expected. And I feel very thankful for all of you who have decided to subscribe to my channel in this journey of homeschooling and book reading. I appreciate all of you. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take you into my YouTube studio and just share a little bit of what it's like to be a small, very small YouTube channel of about, like I said, 2,800 subscribers and what that looks like. If you're curious, I will do that. Okay, so this is my YouTube studio, which for those of you who don't have channels, this might be interesting. For those of you that do have channels, this might be extra interesting because I always like to see kind of where everybody's at. Like I said, I'm a little bit nosy. So I set my channel based on when I started, which was January of last year till currently today. I'm filming on the 13th, and I have over 100,000 views. So let's look into it just a bit. So right here, I'm showing you the views on my channel. And you can see, like what I was talking about, this first quarter was really measly. I was like, there's a couple views a day sort of idea. And then it started to pick up a little bit. And then this spike right here is where I published my 2020-2021 curriculum. So you can see there was definitely a spike, and that went throughout the summer, which makes sense in the homeschool community because that is when a lot of people watch homeschool videos as they're preparing for the new school year, as they're collecting their curriculum and different things like that. So this made complete sense to me that this June through kind of the beginning of the fall was a peak time for me. And then it evened out, which was totally fine. And then there's this dip where I made fewer videos, which you can kind of see based on the views, and we were moving, not a big deal. And then as you can see, my views are picking back up, which I think could be a result of a couple things. I'm running a historical fiction readathon on my channel, and so that has been a lot of fun. That's the month of February, so I've seen a lot more traffic there. And then also when it comes to homeschooling, this early February, March, people start looking to the next year and thinking about homeschool curriculum. To have kind of an upswing in my views makes sense there as well. And so here's the revenue. I made just under 700,000 for 100,000 views over the course of a year. But let me set the date range a bit when I got monetized, and then I can look a little bit more at that information. I just think it's interesting. So if you look here, this is my views post monetization, revenue, which it's kind of steady. What's fun to look at in here, I think, is a couple factors, the RPM and the CPM. So CPM is basically the ad rate that YouTube makes, and then RPM is the ad rate that the creator makes. And I think 12 is pretty good. I honestly don't really know. Let's see, what else did I want to show you? Oh, I wanted to show you a little bit of my top earning videos. So this is basically my channel since I've had it. Again, what I showed you before with the views. But if you scroll down, you can see this one I made in March. It's the kindergarten math curriculum. But as you look down, you would notice all of my top videos are actually homeschooling videos. So I've definitely made the most off of my homeschooling content, mostly because there's more views, and I also think the RPM is a little bit higher on the homeschooling videos, especially in 2020. Let's be honest, I feel like there was a bigger influx of homeschoolers because of the pandemic, and so a lot of this content was more interesting to people, I think. I can't be sure, but that's just my theory. So that is kind of a look behind the scenes of a very, very small YouTuber. I found it really interesting to kind of look back on my journey, to look back on where I've come from, and then just to kind of think about where I want to take this channel, like what are my intentions. And what I realized is I'm really loving it. I'm having a ton of fun. I'm loving connecting with all the different people I've met via this platform. And I think I'm honestly going to keep it about the same. I love making both book videos as well as homeschool videos. I'll probably kind of keep that 2-to-1 ratio. And I've landed on about a Tuesday, Friday upload schedule. So I feel like it's good. It works. I really enjoy it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of a look into my first year on YouTube and what it looks like kind of behind the scenes of a very small YouTube channel. So that is what I have. Thank you all for taking the time to watch. If you are new, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel if you aren't already subscribed. And otherwise, I will see you in one of my next videos. All right, have a wonderful day. Okay.